Hi there. Today we're going to go over HTML5 and CSS3, working with hypertext, links and images. If you come to any website, you'll notice that there are a number of links and images you can click on to navigate around your web pages or the web page that you're using. And we're going to cover that today using Dreamweaver. So on Dreamweaver here, we've got 3 pages set up, all ready to go: index, page 2 and page 3. Now, within your body tag, you'll notice I've got a H2 header tag, and I've got a couple of anchor tags or hypertext references to the various pages within this root directory. Now, on line 11 here, you'll see we have an anchor tag. We have a hypertext reference linking to page2.html, and then we have some text here that we can click on within this page. And then below on line 13 we have the same thing again, but linking to page 3. We're going to have a look at the structure of page 2. We have pretty much the same thing, but this time we're linking back to the home page, and we have a link to page 3. If we go to page 3 structure, we have a link to the home page, and then we have a link to page 2. Okay, now let's have a look at what that looks like up on our server. Okay, so this is what it looks like. We've got the welcome to home page header tag 2. Then we have the page 2 and page 3 hypertext links. Okay, if we click on page 2, we'll go to page 2. Click on page 3, we'll go to page 3. Click on home, we go back to home. That's how simple it is to insert a hypertext link into your documents when building web pages. So how do we add images to our web page that can be links? Now, to start off with, in your root directory you will need a folder marked images, or it can be whatever you want. And within that folder you have your images, and here we have the CSS3 logo. Now in Dreamweaver it is so simple to add an image to your document. If we come down a few lines, add a couple of line breaks, and then line 16 is where we're going to add our image. So if we click on insert an image, we'll navigate to our image folder, and there's our image there. Over to the right we've got a preview. We know that it's now 128 by 128 pixels, so it's not going to be massive. Click on OK. Now in the alternate tag, this is where text will replace your image should your image not load right, or your image is corrupted, or you've changed the name of the image in the file name. It does no longer exist on your server or in your image folder. This text will replace that image to give it a description of what it should be. So for this one we're going to give it an alt tag of CSS logo. Then click OK, and there we go. Line 16, we now have our image included in our document. Now if we save that and we go and have a look, oh, we've actually done it on page 3, never mind. We refresh it and go and look at page 3. And there we go, it's now on the home page. It's between page 3 and page 2. I'm not sure why that's happened. Okay, but anyway, the image is there, but I can't click on it and make it a link. For that reason I need to add a hypertext link wrapper around the image, and opened it there, and I've closed it on this side of the image, so I've wrapped it in a hypertext reference. Put a couple of page breaks in here. probably the reason. So let's give it a link of page3.html. And we save that. So we've got an anchor tag, hypertext reference going to page3.html. And we've got our image source here. Okay. Right, so let's go and have a look at what that looks like in the browser. There we go. That's how it should be. Now you've got the links up here, your normal hypertext links, and we've got the image link here. Notice the arrow changes to a hand, showing that it's a link. We can now click on that link on the image, and it'll take us to page 3. How's that? Okay, so let's have a look at some styling of our hypertext links on our home page only for now. Everything we do on this home page you can do throughout any other page on your site. I'll just do a demonstration on the home page. So there's 3 kinds of CSS. And CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. And it's what applies the formatting and styling to your elements. So if we go and put in style in the header, we put style here, and we put type equals open double quotes text CSS, close double quotes, close the bracket. Everything goes pink because we haven't closed the style off. Now, within the styling, we can put, let's style our header 2 tag. As there is no wrapper divs, or it's not got a parent div, we can just give it the H2 identifier. There's no class and there's no ID, so we don't need to do any of that for this one. Open the curly braces, close the curly braces. And then we can let's give our header 2 tag a different colour. Remember the American spelling for colour. Let's make it red. Okay. Now we've done that, let's have a look at the example in the browser. There we go, our header 2 tag is now red. Okay, let's style one of our let's style our links. As there's no wrapper or div attached to these anchors, these hyperlinks, we don't need to give it an ID or a class. So we can just put the anchor and it will style all the anchors, hypertext links within this page. We give it a colour, and we'll give it a colour of green. And we'll take away the underline as well. So text decoration equals none, and close it off. Let's have a look in our demonstration. There we go. I must reiterate how important it is to test every single change you make on your page, because it's very easy to just keep going and going and going and coding, typing lines of code out and not test it. And then when you do come to test it, something hasn't worked because you may have missed a comma or a semicolon, or missed something really trivial out, and it will knock out all your CSS. So every time you make a change, go to the browser and test it. Okay, right, so we've given our anchor tags the green colour and we've taken away the underline. What if we want to change the colours? Okay, we can do that with inline styling, and this is how you do inline styling. Come to the after the closing quote of the hypertext link that you want, and type in style. Open and close the double quotes, and then with the same CSS that you used a minute ago, put in here. Okay, give it a colour. We'll give it a colour of, we'll give this one a red colour. And we've saved it. Okay, go and test it. Page 2 is now red. The original page 3 has gone back to its original standard formatting with the blue colour and the underline. Let's add a different colour and a different style to that. Now, copy and paste is your friend. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So we've got the same style, the same text decoration, none. This time we're just going to change the colour. Let's give it an orange colour. Okay. And we go and test it. There we go, the underline has gone. And it's now an orange colour. Okay. So, if you have any questions or comments, if I've missed something out and you would like to ask something, just send me an email within to my university email, my personal email. These details are in the description of the YouTube video. I will answer all your questions as quickly as I can. So yeah, thanks for watching and see you again soon. Thank you.